This is how you should be playing Lucario in the solo queue. The build is Razor Claw, Weakness Policy, Attack Weight, use a full heal and take him to the top lane. You want to go E-Speed and Bone Rush. This build has got the highest skill cap, so the more you play it, the more you practice, the better you can get at it. But I want to walk through this gameplay because there are certain points of the game and decisions you have to make that are really going to change the outcome of how you're using Lucario. Now, Lucario's early secure is so good, you should be trying to take all their farm. So I can see their enemies probably leashed that into the bush, so I've gone ahead and taken that. Luckily enough for me, there was a bit of luck there. And then here I go and take this top bunny, completely uncontested. Now my laning partner is doing an amazing job here, so you always have to recognize that and keep morale high. Here I can see I'm probably going to get 4 stacks in if I can take this, which means that I'm going to have E-Speed nice and early. So I missed it, but again, luckily enough I was able to get it because my Squirtle's been amazing. So now here I've got my E-Speed, and I want to try and get out, and I know I'm going to need 3 E-Speeds. So I've chained off the 2 of them and then used my 3rd one to get away, and my Squirtle has also helped me. So he's been amazing help. Now right here is pretty much what you're going for. You can see I've got 3 enemies there. I noticed the Glaceon's on full health, so I need to hit him first, and I want to chain down through to hit the enemy jungler. I know I can then go up through the bees to keep chaining on them, but I wanted to do maximum damage to those guys with the highest health. Then my Squirtle helps me clean up, and we're able to get the triple kill in the 2v1, which was really, really nice. So now when you're ahead with Lucario, the key is to stay ahead. You don't want to give them the catch-up experience. You don't want to overcommit. You just look for farm, play safety first. Never make any dumb decisions. Never go into a fight that you know you're going to lose. Here I can see I've got my teammates on my side, and they've kind of overcommitted there, so we're able to clean up. I get a double assist there, and that allows me to get another stack in, so that should be my 5th there, and we've broken the top goal nice and early. Now again, here I can walk through the enemy jungle, but safety first. I don't want to overcommit. Now this is an important Lucario lesson here. I want to E-Speed through the farm and hit that Dragapult. That way I'm still going to be able to hit the Dragapult 2 more times with E-Speed because he's still got that blue buff underneath him, which means I can hit him with E-Speed again and have the reset counter. Now I really want to stress this, you cannot play stupidly. Even though I'm well ahead and I've got so much power spike, you cannot just throw the game at this point. You can't afford to die. You don't want to give them the catch-up experience. Lucario has so much mobility, there's just no excuse to be dying. Now I've overcommitted there, but it's because I really wanted to help my Dodrio pick up the kill. Now we're able to get out, and here really I'm looking for, okay, can I do some damage, but making sure I can get out. Now because I've got Bone Rush, I'm able to chain off them and pick up the double kill, which is super, super nice. And I noticed that the Sableye's there. Again, I'm playing the safety first. I'm backing out. I know I'm not going to be able to kill him. I want to get some health back off this Ordino there. And then again, I'm just looking, okay, can I engage on the Sableye? And really the answer is going to be no. Because my health is getting a little bit low. He's doing that tick damage to me. So I get out, safety first, making sure I'm not giving him that power spike with the catch-up experience. And then really I'm just looking to farm here. Okay, I'm just keeping my levels up. And then if there's an opportunity to get a kill, I go for it. Now here I'm actually kind of lucky that the enemies don't respond to this Slowbro ult, because I probably should have died then if their team was playing as a team. But again, that's kind of the benefit of solo queue, right? Is that you're not going to have that big gang of a 5v1 going after you if you get ahead. Now here I can see the Dragapult was there, so I quickly flee. I'm able to use the farm to get away. That's the Lucario mobility. Now I never want to give a buff away, so I take it off him, knowing that I've got my lane that I can run to down here. Again, I've got so much mobility with E-Speed and Bone Rush. I'm able to get out, pick up the berries, and I know that this Slowbro is going to die here because my team's going to turn on him. There's no way he's going to be able to get out here. I'm just putting the pressure on, and then I can see the Mr. Mimes responded, and then the Gengar's coming for the cleanup. Slowbro is pretty tough for Lucario because he's got so much defense, and Lucario being a physical Pokemon makes it pretty difficult. Now I'm moving with my team here, and I really wanted to kill that Cinderace, but again, not going to overcommit. I don't want to give their team the potential catch-up experience. What I'm doing here is I'm going, yep, I can take a buff so we can suffocate their experience a little bit more, and then get out. I'm telling my team, like, guys, let's retreat. We don't want to give them any catch-up experience. We want to just stay ahead, suffocate their experience. Now here I can see there's quite a lot of them, so I've opted to ult, get that extra attack damage out, and then again I've got so much mobility I'm able to chain through. Luckily enough, the Slowbro doesn't pick me up there. So again, you can see Slowbro is tough for Lucario. So I back out, safety first, get rid of that Regieleki, and then here it's just a case of get my ult, get level 13 for Bone Rush Plus, which is really, really big. And looking at the time here, knowing it's 2:30, so we've got that Rayquaza fight is coming up soon. I know there's a Regieleki. Now I would play this differently if I was in a 5-stack, but here I'm solo queuing. The chances that I've got a non-rip character, I'm definitely not going to go up to that Regieleki. I know my Blastoise is going to provide vision, and there's 2 of them on the map, enemies, so I know that they're probably not going to rip the Regieleki in 10 seconds. So here I'm just providing vision in the mid. I'm making sure my team has the best positioning possible so we can win this last fight. Again, we can see they've gone up for it, and my Gengar's getting a kill on their main rip down low. So this is going to be a little bit of an awkward fight here. Again, I see the Sableye. Don't overcommit. I was tempted to, but I just thought, no, we need to back out. So again, we see the Slowbro here. I'm just trying to put a bit of pressure on him, do a bit of damage, but I know I'm not going to kill it, so I don't chase. And then again here, I'm looking. This is a little bit awkward because there's a couple of options that can happen here. I can see their Sableye scoring down bottom, so there might be a little mini fight breaking out bottom. However, they will be jumping over the jump pad and they might go up towards the top, or if their Cinderace gets caught out, I can dive in the mid and I can kill him 1v1. So I'm just patiently waiting. What am I going to do? I can see there's a Dragapult, but my team's got it under control, and then I can see my Gengar's in a 2v1 there. So I go and support him because I know with the damage, we can both do this. Now the Cinderace does amazing. He actually kites me really well, but I'm lucky my Gengar's backed me up there. So I'm able to pick up the kill on the Sableye and the Cinderace, and then I can see that my team has done their job with the 3v3 up top, which is really, really nice. Kind of allows us to just get in here, rip this Rayquaza, and go for our scores. Now, I've got the mobility to go through these guys, but I want to keep my shield because Lucario has got the mobility to get that score in. Okay, I can chain off the farm. I know I can get that 100 in. So hopefully you can take some of these strategies and I guess pieces of advice to take Lucario into the solo queue, because you should be getting a lot of kills. He's got a high skill cap, so you can just practice over and over again. You can master that laning phase because he can do a lot of work in the solo queue as long as you know how to get ahead and stay ahead. That's the main thing. It's easy to get ahead, but it's hard to stay ahead with the character.